opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. In motion, the tight end. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Harvey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Now he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, Denver.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Back to the air with Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts. He's got Smith here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Heading motion, down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
The 21-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more with Hardy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Pickens going in motion left. Nick's going to give to Hardy. Yeah, he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he is caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing Nix. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Harvey. Only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it, here's Harvey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one goes for 8 yards.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A short throw to Ingram.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, here's Nix. Got a man open, that's Harry.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now 2nd and 5. Nix to throw again. Taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now it's Nix. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Bulldozes past him. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And were you surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just getting behind those big guys to pick up the first down.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This is Smith with the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-scoring game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that can make this a full possession game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Nix to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to the air with Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down, Broncos.
Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Nix. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Ball with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
For an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Over the middle here to Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Smith catches left side. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go play action with Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Marvin Mims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Broncos will line up for the...
They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
12. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out left to Dotson. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Denver.
To throw is Nix. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, back to Harvey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up third down.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. Back to throw. Nix. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have the Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Nix. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, this crowd in there now. 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First down, Denver.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now on second down.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 10.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Hurts. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
On the give, it's Hardy.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it.